105.9 Academy FM.
Folkestone's radio station.
The High Venetian Fete takes place this evening. The gates will open at 5. The highlight of the fete is the floats that sail down the canal, all of which are designed and manned by volunteers. Neil Bradwell is there for 105.9 Academy FM Folkestone.
I'm down here at the High Venetian Fete preparations, and, well, I had to stop here, really, because I've spotted a stall that, amongst other things, has got lots and lots of cake. I particularly spotted the large Battenberg here. I'm joined by Steve here, and what company are you representing?
Hyde Garden Services.
What's the idea behind this float? What is the whole design, if you could describe it for our listeners?
Yeah, well, basically, it's Alice in Wonderland. We've been down here. This is about the fourth.
We have been hearing about the Venetian Fete that's happening in Hive at the moment, and now we've got Matt on the line.
So what's going on, Matt?
The gates are opening in about 10 minutes' time, 4 o'clock, and then as soon as the gates open, we'll have some entertainment.
I'm going to start with you, Harvey. Tell us a little bit about your float, if you could.
Our float is based on Jungle Book.
What made you come up with the idea of this particular float and this design?
95 years of Cub Scouts.
So you're celebrating 95 years of the Cub Scouts. What kind of things do the Cub Scouts actually do?
Well, the Cub Scouts are actually doing badge work at the moment. They head towards badges by doing craft work.
I'll be dressed as a chick inside the egg. I'll get out and I'll be like, Skridle Flamboard, Skridle Flamboard, Friedel Flamboard. Just like get it again.
That'd be quite cool. I like that idea.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got more about the Venetian Fete now.
Have we?
Tonight, the Venetian Fete takes place in Hive and preparations are in full swing. Neil Bradwell is there.
I've made it to a rather colourful looking float, a rather tasty looking float as well. And I've got three young people with me now. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Lola. Caitlin. Elsie.
Who are you representing down here? Who are you with?
The Brownies.
And would you like to tell me a little bit about your floats? Tell me what it looks like so people listening can imagine it.
It's got lots of lollipops and flowers and sweets.
Why have you got lollipops, flowers and sweets? What are you showing here?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
So we've got a very tasty looking thing. Do you like chocolate?
Yes.
Lots of chocolate?
Yes.
Good.
We're going up to Matt Curtis now, who's at the Folkestone Harbour for the powerboat racing.
Yes, thanks very much, Dan. We're here on the Harbour Arm in Folkestone. I'm joined here now by Peter Butler, who's our commentator for the day. A very good morning to you, Peter.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. And yeah, I must tell you that it's 20 years almost to the day that powerboat racing last came to Folkestone, and that was the 1.3 litre World Offshore Championships, which was a huge success. So it really is good to be back. And
there's 10 heats and all coming up. They're very fast, they're very furious, lots to look forward to, and the first heat almost underway. Time for me to hand you over to Grant Harrison. Grant Harrison, Thundercats are go in these quite gusty conditions.
Absolutely.
What can we expect to see?
Well, we're going to expect in these conditions quite rough, a lot of wind, a lot of exciting racing. Thundercat racing is synonymous with
tight for third place. That's where the action is at the moment. There's a challenge here for the lead, Grant.
Yes, Ahmed T moving to the outside. And he's lost it, and he's slowed down. You see, that's what happened. The co-pilot not in the quite the right.
Steaming along down that back straight, throwing everything at it. Needs a good mark here, Grant.
Yes, and I think he has a possibility of doing it.
On the inside, so it's going to be side by side.
And he's on the inside line. He's on the inside line.
And here we go. So it is a checkered flag this time. Then for C13, and it's Brian Padell then that takes the offshore 3C with Stuart Dick. C13.
We are here in sunny Sandgate, a very fine morning here in Sandgate, and it is of course home of the Sandgate Sea Festival this weekend. Lots going on this weekend, and to tell us all about it is Janet Holborn, who's the district councillor here in Sandgate. Good morning to you, Janet.
Good morning.
Now, you've picked a fantastic weather for this weekend.
Not always like that. We have some really brilliant...
Right, for those of you that want to know more about what's going down in Sandgate this afternoon, there's a lot going on down there. Matt Curtis is live down there. Matt, what's going on?
Well, I'm joined by Tony Hutt, who's the station manager of Coast Watch Folkestone. Very good morning to you, Tony.
Good morning to you, Matt, and all to your listeners.
great to see you down here today and supporting what is going to be a fantastic day.
The Sandgate Sea Festival is a very, very good day. It's an important day. There's lots of things going on down here. There's demonstrations at sea, there's all the various stalls, and we think it's worth being here because the day is so good, and if anybody wants to come down and see us, we're more than welcome.
That's great, Tony. Tell us a little bit about the Coast Watch that you're involved with, the National Coast Watch.
National Coast Watch is a organisation that is started back up in 1994 when the...
Joining me now is Sally Watkins, who's the captain of the rowing club here in Sandgate. Good afternoon to you, Sally.
Good afternoon.
Now, tell us how you're involved with this event this afternoon.
We were hoping to be able to get some crews out on the water this morning. Sundays we train between 9 and 12. And we are in training for our South Coast Championship.
We're now joining Sam and Craig, who are at the Folkestone Scarborough Festival at Folkestone Harbour.
Yep, hello guys. This is obviously Sam from The Breakfast Show down here at the Folkestone Harbour with Craig.
Hi.
I've got to say, Craig, you're looking rather dapper. Where is your trawby hat though?
Oh, I forgot it. I think I've left it at home. I was a bit gutted this morning.
We are obviously down here at the Scarborough Festival at the Folkestone Harbour. It was all kicked off by one band, their name, Hey Rudy. I'm now joined by Kit and Slim from the band. Now, Slim, if I just start with you. So you said you're the original member of Hey Rudy.
Yeah, I'm the only one left, unfortunately.
So you've got a whole host of new band members. You guys are based in Dover. Is it quite nice to just nip up the road and come to a festival like this?
Oh, it's fantastic, yeah, and it's all credit to John Sims, Teflon, and the guys for putting it on. You know, they had this idea last year and sort of drummed up a bit of support, and everybody loved it so much that, you know, they begged them to do it again this year. I don't think they were at first, after the hard work, that keen on it, but there's so many people wanted to do it that here we are again, and fantastic it is.
We're joined by Trevor Moss, who is one of the event organisers. Trevor, thank you very much for taking the time to have a little chat with me. For anyone that's never been to Scarborough Festival, what is Scarborough?
Hi, Scarborough is just a free event in the harbour area of Folkestone. It's the second year we've run this. We had a really great time last year, so we decided to make it even bigger and better this year. The focus is on ska music, going back from the 50s right up to the current day. As you mentioned, we got older generation bands, newer generation bands, but the fans, the people that turn up today, the guests, the visitors, they're all from kids to grannies in wheelchairs. So it's great to see. It's a real family.
105.9 Academy FM Folkestone.
Made in Folkestone.